What's up, guys? It's the day today, Monday. We're gonna pull this engine out. Let's go ahead and get started. Cue the intro.
Keep it real, no false rap. I got 4 cars and they all black. Got 4 bras and they all that. We call that ballin'. Doing this.
What's up, guys? Let's get into this. First thing we're gonna do is disconnect the negative side of the battery. If you don't know where it is, it's the front, where the engine should be, but it's not. So come on, let's go. So usually there's a spare tire and all that stuff here, but obviously you probably know that if you own an MR2, if you've ever just looked at it. If not, there it is. So this is a 10 mil. So we're gonna go ahead and just do under the negative. And now, make sure you're not touching anything metal or anything. Now we're free to go to the back. All right, guys. Now, this makes it easier for me. You can do it however you want, but I like to take the engine cover off and the trunk off. That prevents anything getting scratched or me, in my mind, just setting it on this on accident. You don't want to do that, scratch up the paint. So these are just 4 10mm bolts, and if you have one of these things, the hood props, it just you just pop this little centerpiece up here, and it pops out. All right, so let's get the trunk. The release is inside, down here by your feet, on your left side, obviously. That has some water in it. And this is also, you got 4 10mm bolts for the hinges, and then you got 2 10 mils for this little thing there. So you take off the hinge first, you can pull it with your arm. This really is just a one-man job. You don't need 2 people, unless you're a little person like Aaron, hold the camera there. But yeah, we're gonna set this off in a safe place and be right back. All right, guys, so the next thing I'm gonna do is take off these little side covers. I know it's very tedious, but I don't want to scratch anything. We want to make sure this, stays the way it was when it came in. Oh, caught me. Anyways, guys, we're gonna go ahead and take off the intake. Since this isn't stock, this is just 2 10 mils, so whatever you got, it's probably a 10. Honestly, it's a Toyota. All right, it's a big one. Look at that. Oh yeah. All right, guys. So after we get the intake off, or the stock intake, whatever you got, we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna take off this intercooler piping next. So it's just 10s again, and a flathead here. Basically, whatever someone put here is what you're gonna have, or whatever you put there. So let me go ahead and get that off and onto it. By the way, the trunk does make a great holder for your tools and stuff too. And by the way, also this long block, this Doc Racing turbo, top mount turbo manifold, this Racer X intake manifold, this Precision 58, 55, and the tile, I believe it's a 38mm, will be for sale. So just hit up Steven. I'll put his Instagram link in the description, and he'll be able to give you some prices. Oh, and that intercooler too with the fan. So he needs to get this stuff sold. So if you're interested, hit him up, because he wants to sell it to you. Yeah, you watching this. Yeah. All right, guys. So the next step we're going to do, since all the piping is off now, we're going to go ahead and get this nice Precision turbo off here. You just undo the vacuum line, the oil feed line, the oil drain line on the bottom, and then there's 4, looks like 14mm bolts. Oh, and then you do your downpipe here. It looks like that is like a 12 or 10 or something, 12mm. but some of the stuff might not apply to your car, so just sit back and let's get this off, and then we'll eventually get to the part that benefits you.
How's that?
Okay.
Okay.
Are you lifting it?
Yeah.
Is it up?
That's how I can move it.
Really?
Never mind. There she is.
Can you warm that out? Perfect. All right, guys, we got the turbo off finally. That took a long time. I know it didn't really in the YouTube world, but it did here. So next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take off this massive exhaust downpipe and then the wastegate. The wastegate looks to be held on by just like an Allen key. I don't know what size. The exhaust is huge. And the O2 sensors, you gotta disconnect those. You gotta disconnect those on your exhaust too, even if you don't have something like this, it's still gonna be on there. So let's get that done. And then the next step after that, we're going to go ahead and take off this top mount manifold and drain the coolant. So yeah, and I got my lovely assistant Tyler here. Say hi, Tyler.
Hey.
This is Tyler, he's gonna be our welder. So once we get our TIG welder, should be here sometime next week. We're gonna do some videos with him, TIG welding some stuff and having some fun. Ain't that right? Yeah.
That's
all right. Come on, man.
Not happy.
Guess I'm about to go there and show this little youngster how it's done.
Yeah, you should have got that one straight too.
All right, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and drain the coolant. I'm gonna roll the clip underneath the car because Aaron doesn't want to get back underneath it. I don't blame him. But the drain for the radiator right here is on the passenger side underneath, on the bottom. So we showed you a bolt in the hard line that's like halfway underneath the car, but it's so rusted up. It's a 12 millimeter and it ain't gonna budge and we're not gonna break it. So Tyler's underneath the car right now, undoing the radiator hose from the hard line, which will have the same effect. It'll get all the coolant out. It'll probably go all over him because it just squirts out. So we're gonna get that done and we'll see what we get into. Alright guys, so we're gonna do some little odds and ends right now while the coolant's draining. We're gonna take off the throttle cable, take off the heater hoses, and any of this, well, this is a fuel return, any of this stuff like this that's gonna be in our way when we try to get this engine out later. Obviously the cables for the shifter, and I'm thinking since we got this big hunk of intake manifold, we're gonna have to take this thing out through the top, which I usually do it to the bottom, but K-Series is it's not as far leaned back and you can access it a lot better. So we'll definitely do the K from the bottom, but we'll get to that. But other than that, we'll do all these little things here and probably feed the wiring harness through because the K also, so instead of having your K Pro in the trunk, it's actually getting moved to behind the driver's seat. And we don't have any of these igniter and coil packs back here. It's all inside the K. So yeah, let's get doing that and then we might be done for the night because our camera guy has been a little biatch.
Well, how do you get the rest of it out then?
The rest of this? From underneath like this. See how I'm plugged into there?
Holy Jesus.
Hey, just unplug those. Alright, so as you can see, Tyler's having a little trouble with the K20. All this stuff back here, the fuse box, all this is being sent off to Hux Racing, and they're going to make a custom body harness with some cool little relays and cool little stuff, make it look nice. And once again, that will also be tucked behind the driver's seat. So I'm going to show Tyler, if he turns this thing over like this, oh my gosh, look at all them plugs. So just unplug all those, Tyler, and then this will come out. Alright guys, so I got, all the stuff that I need out of the way for right now. Wait on Tyler to get done with his harness still. But it's alright, it's his first time, so we're breaking him in. But anyways, that's gonna be it for tonight. Tomorrow we're gonna come back and we're going to show you guys how to get the axles out. And then really the only thing we'll have left is to take the shifter cables off. And then we're going to be able to pull the engine out. And then the engine will be out tomorrow, and we're going to start prepping the bay for the K-Series. So that's it. You got anything?
I ain't got nothing.
Are you done?
I am done.
About freaking time. Cut.